Alright, hello everybody. It's Godzilla Freak here.
Wait, why are you making a stream?
Because it's live.
But then, why don't you make the video?
I don't know. It's gonna be live, okay? And today I am joined with my good friend Ace Saiyan.
I am tired and sick.
Yeah, and he's playing Xenoverse right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be playing some Yu-Gi-Oh! On Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro 2. Watch the gaming channel. I get like no views still for some reason. I'm advertising this because Andrew sucks at it. Okay, we're gonna be debunking, and I quote, the most accurate power level chart for DragonBall Super that is apparently approved by Toriyama, and we're gonna explain why that's wrong. Alright? Are you fine with that, Mike?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so.
Dude, no! My teammates suck!
Alright, I play 2 Garnets, so it's okay. Anyways, okay, so in this video.
Anyone that wants to heal, just get in my energy zone.
In this video, he says that this is Toriyama approved, and his only reasoning behind this is that, well,
use the Toriyama Battle of God scale.
Yeah, and he says, it's not just a linear scale, which is true, because if Goku were a god, yes, if Goku were a 6, I love how Ash outsmacks C. If Goku was a 6 and Beerus was a 10 and Whis was a 15, that would make absolutely no sense. That would put Goku like leagues beyond Beerus and Whis currently, like leagues, straight up leagues, like on a completely different level, which, well, of course that's not true because Whis and Beerus,
yeah,
like, even Ultra Instinct.
He said Goku do Kaioken Tatsuzan. He's already like, he's already better than Beerus.
Yeah, and what he states is that it's an inverse scale. And it being an inverse scale would actually make... What are you doing? Okay, let's get... Okay, the God scale being an inverse scale would actually make perfect sense, actually. I know it's a bit weird, but it would make sense. Because if it were an inverse scale, it would explain some things. But he goes out and states that it is a inverse cube scale rather than any other kind of inverse scale. He says that it's just an inverse cube scale, and that's it. And that wouldn't make any sense because it's an inverse X scale. We don't know what kind of scale it is. We just know it must be some form of an inverse scale because that would be what makes sense. But there's no confirmation that it's an inverse cube scale. The only thing we can get out of the inverse scale, it's that because it's an inverse scale, like you scale Goku to Beerus. If you know the difference there, you can then find the difference between Beerus and Whis, and then from that find the difference between Goku and Whis. That's it. You can't just say it's inverse cube. For all we know, it could be inverse to the power of 5, 6. It could be inverse a lot. It's inverse X, right? That's what it is. But he goes out and states that it's inverse cubed, which, well, that's wrong, and that's basically a fact that it's wrong. So stating that it is inverse cubed and nothing else is just a logical fallacy. And, well, that's not true. You can't just say that.
Okay.
And, okay, he uses this inverse scale and just messes up a lot of things that are already a part of the story using said inverse scale bullshit. So let's talk about said things. Okay, so how about I take it over to you to talk about the beginning of the episode? Oh god damn it, you drew the dark hole. I'm screwed now. I just did everything to make a broke board. I guess I have this thing though. Cosmos, okay. Mate, what are you doing?
Oh yeah.
Well, you're spacing out. You're supposed to talk about the early part of the episode.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait. So like how he like.
Okay, so like how he does Super Saiyan Blue Goku compared to God.
Okay. So didn't he put like Super Saiyan? So you just put Super Saiyan Blue Goku as double, right? As Super Saiyan God.
Yeah, that's just absolutely dumb.
But then Goku also trained.
Yeah, exactly. Like he states Super Saiyan Blue to be just double of God, and that's it. I'm doing a 5 soul charge here. I'm a savage. Okay. A quad. Actually, I'm not gonna get basically dead after this soul charge. Okay, and that's a fallacy because, like, the base blue multiplier would be more than 2. And, like, even if we say it's just a 2 times base multiplier, like, if it's just a multiplier of 2, what about all the times that Goku trained? Are you just gonna say Goku didn't train? From Battle of Gods all the way to Super Saiyan Blue. Let's just explain how strong current day Super Saiyan Blue is. Okay, so in Battle of Gods, they did the Ritual God, which is different from the current Super Saiyan God. The Ritual God's power level is very far off from our current God power level. So with the Ritual God, Goku was around universal tier, right? And then he absorbed that Ritual God into his base form, which a lot of people for some reason just forget about. That Super Saiyan Beyond God is literally Super Saiyan God in Goku's base form. And then he can stack Super Saiyan on top of that form. So he can go Super Saiyan 3 on top of God base, which that would be 400 times stronger than current Super Saiyan God, than Ritual Super Saiyan God Goku. And then he stacks Blue on top of that. So the fact that you're making Blue double God is just a complete fallacy. And then that's not even the worst part. Next, there's literally a joke. Okay, explain the joke, Daniel.
I forgot about the joke.
After he does Super Saiyan Blue Goku, like what he did versus Hit, the thing he used versus Vegeta, he used times 4 of.
Didn't he say like Goku using the Kaioken is like only a 20% increase?
Yeah, he does this weird inverse thing that doesn't apply to Kaioken. He even says in the beginning, oh, that doesn't apply to Kaioken. But then here he goes and uses it? Like, I'm pretty sure that's a logical fallacy right there. I don't think you can just, I don't think the Kaioken cares about your inverse scale. So, he goes out and does something.
It's not a linear scale, right?
Yeah.
But he somehow mixes the linear scale with the inverse scale.
Yeah. Yeah, he sort of like meshes it together to make this weird inverse X linear scale thing. And even if we do use that, like, he says, oh, it's only like a little bit because of Kefla? Like, he's saying Kefla's weaker than Beerus? And actually, are you sure that Kefla's weaker than Beerus? Because, it was stated Kefla was stronger than the previous Super Saiyan God. So that would put her as stronger than Beerus using all of her plot armor. Shenanigan tactics? Actually, so, you're wrong on that front. Okay, you're wrong. Kefla could be weaker than Beerus, but there's the chance she's actually stronger than Beerus. And okay, let's say that Kefla is 100% weaker than Beerus, and there's no denying that she is. Right?
Yeah.
So what? That doesn't mean Kaioken is different. That means your scale is wrong, and Beerus is in fact not 1,000, but rather like 1 billion on your scale. Alright? It doesn't change Kaioken. That doesn't make any sense. So there you go. I mean, that was a fun game here. Let's talk about some more stuff that makes absolutely no sense. Why don't we?
Sure.
So, like, yeah, next up, he goes ahead and talks about, what was it? Super Saiyan Blue Vegito. And he also messes that one up. Surprise, surprise, he's a low-tier power scaler. Okay.
No way.
Okay, so this is absolutely broken. So first he does this mix, right? He does this whole mix between the inverse scale and the regular scale, which we've already stated that makes no sense whatsoever, right?
Yeah.
But let's just say that scale is accurate. He uses the Potara multiplier at 10 times.
What it was stated in Kanzenshuu that like the Potara multipliers is stronger than person A times person B.
Okay, that was super exciting, guide. And X was like, and but we have other proofs, okay? In the Kanzenshuu, it was stated that base Vegito was more powerful than Super Saiyan 3 Goku. So, base beyond Super Saiyan 3. Now, what is the multiplier for Super Saiyan 3 again?
400.
Exactly. So, at least Potara Fusion is a 400 times multiplier, at the very least. And this is consistent with Dragon Ball Super, because God Goku, not the original God, like the current God Goku, what was it again? I don't actually remember. I have bad memory. Okay. Current day God Goku, he was, I don't remember. Okay, he was getting mollywopped by base Kefla, and then Super Saiyan Blue Goku pushes Kefla to go Super Saiyan. This means that, like, wait, what was I saying again? No, I messed up. Okay, it is Super Saiyan. This game's distracting me, okay? Super Saiyan 2 Goku was taking on Caulifla and Kale, and then base Kefla mollywops God Goku, and that's a huge difference. Because the God is an insane multiplier, like the current God, not the ritual one again.
Like, I always think that God is like sort of like the multiplier of Super Saiyan 4, which is like a 4,000.
Yeah, not the ritual is like 1,000,000, but that was absorbed into base. This is a terrible video. This is why we don't do it on live stream.
Yeah, I told you that.
Whatever. Okay, and he also remember that 2 times blue. Well, base Kefla wrecks God. Yet blue Goku is pushing back, or at least matching a suppressed Super Saiyan with Berserk Kefla. So that would make Super Saiyan Blue like a 50 times multiplier. And then he also says Goku used Kaioken times 20 against Kefla.
1.
Yeah, are you aware of how much strain Kaioken times 20 is? That might have been like Kaioken times 1.1 for all we know.
Wouldn't that decrease your power then?
No, like 1.1.
Oh yeah.
So that'd be like a 10% increase. How are you certain that it's Kaioken times 20? Did you see the Namekar? Did you see how much strain Kaioken times 20 put on Goku? At the state he was in at that time, he would again not be able to go into Kaioken times 20.
True.
Alright, and the final point we're gonna go over is Whis, right? Because that's like that's the highest character on his scale before we get to UI. Whis?
Yep.
Okay, so Whis is a 15, so he inverts Whis to a 25, I think like a 3500, which would work with his inverse scale, but we've already debunked that inverse scale. And the difference between Whis and Beerus be larger because the difference between Goku and Beerus is a lot larger, so the scale would be larger. So in reality, Whis might be like millions of times more powerful than Beerus for all we know. I might eventually make like an actually accurate Dragon Ball power scale, but I'm not sure if I ever will. That would be something fun to do though, like an actual Dragon Ball Super power scale. But yeah, now the finishing touch of the video. Ultra Instinct Goku and Jiren. Okay, so we know that Kefla is stronger than the Super Spirit Bomb, and the Super Spirit Bomb had Vermod scared, right? That's basically a fact. It had is he popping this? Okay. The Super Spirit Bomb had Vermod scared, that would be Jiren, and Vermod's like, yeah, I'm even weaker than Jiren, so if Jiren is stronger than his own god of destruction, who is Vermod, and the Super Spirit Bomb had Vermod scared, that would mean Vermod himself would have been scared of the Super Spirit Bomb. And Ultra Instinct Goku, are you referring to the previous Ultra Instinct Goku that fought Jiren, or the current Ultra Instinct Goku that got much more powerful after that? Because if there was the previous one, that would be way weaker than Jiren. The current one, it would still be weaker than Jiren in my opinion, right? But that's headcanon. and we won't have that. Okay, so with Kefla being stronger than the Super Spirit Bomb, that would put Kefla herself above Vermod. And then we know Jiren is far more powerful than Vermod, right?
Yep.
So if Kefla were much more powerful than Vermod, and then Ultra Instinct mollywops current day Kefla, because it was Super Saiyan Kefla that pushed Goku the same way the Spirit Bomb did. Now Kefla powers up more, goes Super Saiyan 2, and gains even more power beyond that. I don't know if I'm crazy, but I think she would be at a far higher level than previous Ultra Instinct Goku. And it would be a significant increase over, say, Beerus, for example. Am I being insane here?
No.
Yeah, and if I recall correctly, in your video, Jiren and Goku are barely more powerful than Beerus. Even though there's that much of a level difference, there's multiple levels of difference at this point in the series. Are you hearing yourself here? The fact that people are saying this is completely accurate just blows my mind.
I bet all those comments are like bots that he made.
Yeah, right? Because this makes absolutely zero sense whatsoever to me that you think that current day Jiren and UI Goku are A, the same, and B, that there's such a little amount above Beerus. This is like that one power level video I watched where Frieza was like 2 million and then Gotenks was like 3 million, where they linearly increase each time. And you even acknowledge that it's exponential, yet the differences in power are so linear. Okay, the current day Ultra Instinct Goku compared to Ritual God is not like a 5-6 times increase. It's like tens, hundreds of thousands times increase. In fact, you could even say that it's infinitely more powerful, because he shook a void of infinite nothingness. He shook the entire world of void, which was stated to be infinite, which would put him at a higher level than God Goku, like at an uncomparable level. And are we gonna acknowledge how Jiren was capable of moving through frozen time? Meaning he went beyond time versus Hit. And from what I'm seeing, like, Hit is a very powerful character, but Hit isn't at the Ultra Instinct level. He isn't at Jiren level. He's literally breaking time. Your scale is absolutely incorrect. If it were a inverse scale, it would not be a cubic inverse scale. It would be on a whole nother level above that. Do you agree? Now, what part of this video do you think made you laugh the hardest? Mate?
All of it.
Yeah, this video was a joke. And it's also clickbait, okay? At the beginning of the video, I thought that Toriyama released an interview, which I didn't watch, that actually created power scale. I didn't think it would be this bullshit. This guy, okay, he doesn't acknowledge the 3 years in the time chamber in preparation, all the training with Whis, and all the power level increase in the black arc. Like, did you see Super Saiyan Blue Goku even out hit the same hit that took Super Saiyan Blue with Kaioken to take on the previous time, and likely train after seeing the Saiyans? Are you just gonna
this is something off topic, but like, you know, the Fountain of Youth?
Not Roshi?
Like, keeps you young?
Yeah.
Or something?
Yeah.
If it is real,
Yeah.
if you sat in there forever, would you turn into your parents?
What?
Because, like, if you're in the Fountain of Youth, right?
Yeah.
And you sat in there forever, you're getting younger and younger and younger. Would you just turn into your parents because that's where you, like, came from?
That's not how. I don't think that's how the Fountain of Youth works.
I mean,
It's like no, that's not how it works. No, the Fountain of Youth keeps you at your current age.
No, it makes you younger.
Really? I thought like as soon as you go in there, you stop aging.
Didn't you watch like the Mr. Young finale? And Mr. Burns one is Mrs. Burns one in there?
I don't think so. No, I thought you were talking about like Dragon Ball. Actually, no, the Dragon Ball was like an elixir that makes you keep aging, but you just don't die. No, I thought you meant like a different one. Okay. Maybe you can like it sets a limit to it. Who knows, right?
Yeah.
That's so off topic. Yeah, be it didn't get stronger throughout the entire series, 20% Kaioken, or 10 times Matara Fusion, as well as unprofessional scaling of Ultra Instinct, this video was an absolute joke.
Nice.
Anyone who took the video seriously and believed that it was accurate should check out this video and hear us badly explain why it was terrible and in fact completely inaccurate, whatever they would make you want to believe. This video
has been sponsored by Crunchyroll.
Yes, it is an
ad-free anime at 1080p anywhere you want to go.
Yes.
And it's on all your device, nearly every device. Xbox, PlayStation, TV, and even your iPad.
And it has...
So, use my link in the description. Crunchyroll.com/comics. Link below.
Oh yeah, and it also has a bunch of missing features. It doesn't even have a buffer bar. It has no download feature. You have to pay for beta. And the best thing of all, it has licensing issues. So you have to hop between multiple anime providers just to get the ones you want.
That's why you should pirate.
Yeah. Just use Cody. It has everything.
Or just anime. No one's gonna catch you.
Yeah, and it doesn't even have licensing issues.
Correct. Just use a VPN.
Yeah, and you can download the things. What else? Oh yeah, you can have a buffer bar. So if your computer's bad, you actually know when it's gonna start lagging, so you can like prepare beforehand, and you can see how it buffers. Wow. It's so bad, man. I wish there was a good emoji for me to describe it. Here, this is a pretty good one.
I know this one.
You just copy-pasted the entire list.
No, there was more emojis.
Yeah, I know, but still, it's a lot. What? Why? I copy-pasted the thing, it changed to that. Okay. Yeah, so, I heard Crunchyroll, check it out. We're totally
Link in the
sponsored.
description. And you can also get some Maverick merch at loganpaul.com/shop.
Yeah. And you can get some valuable stuff but 90% of it will be things you don't care about, with 10% actually being things you want.
Some big Paul merch at, I think it's jakepaul.com/shop.
Yeah, cheap stuff on Loot Crate, even though you have no choice as to actually what you want. It's cheaper than the base value.
No, Loot Crate's actually a good deal.
Yeah, but there's no like choice.
I guess, but like, that's like the fun of it, right? You have a surprise.
Yeah.
Oh, and this video is also sponsored by Samurai Buyer.
Samurai Buyer, what even is that?
Oh, you don't know what's that? Okay.
Yeah.
Forget I said that. It's like this scamming website for Japanese toys.
Okay. Go to virus.com if you want a virus. Let's actually do it right on stream.
Website cloudsong.com.
No, I don't think we can advertise that here. We can advertise on Aliens Rock 50. Oh, virus.com is apparently a domain that also sells antivirus protection.
You know, there's this thing called Virus Total that's owned by Google.
Virus Total. Okay, cool.
And like,
see, big companies just want to get your money. They don't actually care about you.
No, Virus Total checks like if there's viruses in your thing.
Oh, okay.
Oh wait, my mom's calling me. I gotta eat now. Bye.
Alright, so Daniel has something to do. Sorry for whoever just came. You came at the wrong time. Go to the beginning of the stream and just watch the whole thing. As we completely wipe clean this guy. We clean him up so nicely. We destroy all of his argument and explain why he's an idiot. Okay? If you want to watch that, go to the beginning of the stream, because stream's over. Daniel's left, so that's gonna be all for today, guys. Take care, y'all.